Like many others, I was hopelessly addicted to Animal Crossing New Horizons during the pandemic. I slowly worked on fulfilling my in-game dream of converting my home into an epic restaurant, only to find out that there really weren't many food options in the game, which is bad for business. Cafe? Empty. Restaurant? No bookings. Chinese resto? Dead. Sushi bar? Not a soul. Jollibees? Just utterly depressing. All because there's no real food to serve. That all changed with the latest Animal Crossing DLC, which introduced over 100 new food recipes that are actually edible. A dream come true for foodies like me. As I got busy delving into these new recipes, one of them in particular really piqued my interest. This fruit pizza. I'll be honest, I think dessert pizzas are gimmicky. I'd rather have just a proper pizza or a proper dessert, but why combine the two? But then again, I am a big believer in the saying, don't knock it till you've tried it. So let's try it. Let's start off with the orange. We need to boil the bitterness away, so in a pot, mix together 2.5 cups of water and 1.5 cups of sugar. Stir until the sugar is dissolved, then bring that to a boil to start making the syrup. Once boiling, reduce to medium heat and add in your orange slices. You can use any small to medium sized oranges and make sure they're all well coated. Cook that for 20 minutes, stirring occasionally. After 20 minutes, set the heat to low and cook for another 10 minutes. Then let them dry on a cooling rack for at least an hour. For the pizza crust, we'll be using sugar cookie dough. You can make this yourself, but for me, I just bought it from the store because it's easier. Break up the entire roll and spread it evenly on a circular pan, and make sure you leave some space because it is going to expand. Bake that in the oven at 350 degrees for around 15 to 20 minutes, then let it cool for 30 minutes. While we wait on that, let's do the icing. Mix together a whole pack of softened cream cheese, 1/3 cup of sugar, half a teaspoon of vanilla, and an optional teaspoon of passion fruit syrup. I know there's no passion fruit in Animal Crossing, but I had some in my pantry, so I'm gonna jazz it up a little bit. Beat it all together until you get a nice, fluffy, spreadable consistency. When your pizza crust is cooled down, spread the cream cheese mixture and start placing your fruits. I'm gonna go with apples, pears. I'm gonna roll my orange slices around in some sugar to give it that crunch. Add some cherries and then some peaches. This is my attempt at making it look like the one in the game, but I'm not really digging it. I think there's way too much empty space, so I'm just gonna freestyle and load it up with more fruits. That's better. Put it in the fridge until you're ready to serve. When ready, just garnish with a bit of mint, and here is the Animal Crossing fruit pizza. Let's try it out. The first thing I noticed is how thick the sugar cookie is. The flavor is nice, but I wish I made this cookie layer a bit thinner. But maybe if it was thinner, it wouldn't be able to hold up the toppings, so maybe this is for the best. The textures and tartness of the fruits really help offset the denseness of the crust. I like the crunch from the apples and pears and the softness of the cherries and peaches, but the star of the show is the candied orange. It kind of reminds me of those sugar-coated gummy bears. It's awesome. I think the flavor of this fruit pizza is nice and it's pretty to look at, but overall it's a bit too sweet for me, and I'd rather trade this in for some Hawaiian pizza. Now that's my kind of fruit pizza. Even though this recipe isn't for me, I'm still glad it's in the game along with other DIY food recipes. What Animal Crossing recipes caught your eye? Let me know in the comments. Now, if you'll excuse me, I got some cooking to do. Thanks for watching, happy gaming, happy eating.